Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The Morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and a laugh or two. From the first headline to your daily dose. This is the show where your spirit goes. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. Spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. With a sunrise spark, fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold.
Morning on the mic. Wake up, tap in, baby. The Morning Mac Show. The Morning Mac Show. Yeah. Coffee on the dash, pages in your hand. Big news, small laughs, right at your command. Mac got the truth and the jokes on deck. If your day felt rough, we could fix that right. Listen close, now it's time to ride. Scene with a grin I preach. Hot take in the mix, but it still can't reach. Caller on the line, laughs in every room. From your front porch chair to your work day Zoom. Hands up, now the countdown's done. One bright moment and here we come. Strings rise high, horns cut through. This one's for you. The Morning Mac Show. Turn it up, let it roll. The Morning Mac Show. Take the day by the throat.
So first and foremost, happy Wednesday, everybody. As you see, I'm in front of the curtain, but behind it too, if Miss out there may fall and say, "Hey, Reese."
Hey guys, I'm here with my fabulous nurse Florence.
Hey, Miss Florence.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to show her. She didn't get permission. Go ahead.
And I'm doing okay.
She's getting ready to come out. She's being discharged at the moment, but I was coming in to tell Molly that we were still at the hospital, and so I might not be able to come on. But I found the headphones and I'm on here. Happy Wednesday, everybody! Yet again, we appreciate you tuning in. We have a wonderful show planned for you guys. Of course, I don't know the plan, but we just gonna go with the flow today, okay? Um, um, as y'all know, you see Reese, she's coming up out of here. She had surgery on her right hand this time. She gonna be flipping everybody off. I'm just gonna
Look,
let y'all know.
look, I'm giving it to him now.
Oh Lord.
Look, I'm giving it to y'all now. I'm gonna have my fingers. They little tight, but look, I still can move them.
Anyway, back to the regularly scheduled program. Uh,
Wellness
it's a
Wednesday.
Wellness Wednesday, and so we're gonna bring everybody in while I help her get situated. Come on, Marley Marl and whoever else in the building, bring it in.
Morning on the mic. Wake up, tap in, baby. The Morning Mac Show. The Morning Mac Show. Yeah. Coffee on the dash. Pages in your hand. Big news, small laughs. Right at your command. Mac got the truth and the jokes on deck. If your day fell
What up,
rough, we could
Weezy
fix
Wee?
that.
I'm about to say, is it my phone? We done went mute. How are you
What up,
today?
LA? Nah, I'm good. Baby girl turned 17 today. Happy
Oh, happy
birthday,
birthday,
Naya.
baby. 1-7. Naya, Marley baby turned 17 today.
Oh
Well,
my
we both,
gosh.
but we got babies the same age, Ma. My third child is 17. She turned 17 the beginning of the month.
Man, they time be flying. What up, LA? What up, Matt? Who else we got in
Hold
here?
on 1 second.
We even got Reese in the comments. What up, Reese on the app? YouTube, make sure y'all hit that like, that share button. If y'all tapped in on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Let us know how y'all feeling on this good Wednesday today. What up, Cali Cal? Cali Cal in here, hitting them drums for us, Cal. They gonna be a good one. I'm gonna share a little bit of what we're gonna be talking about. Cause your boy Al keeps switching things up. This one a little
Oh,
different
goodness.
too. Yeah, this one gonna be called Coulda, Woulda, Shoulda.
Oh, good
It's
grief.
a game of choices. They got rules to explain your answer. So this game, you'll basically make choices, but the reasons are what makes it legendary. For every question, you must explain why you chose your answer, your story, your strategy, your point of view. So we gonna have to
But
be more
we do that anyway, though, Molly. You know, we all run our mouths, so we gonna do that anyway.
exactly. And things why because it's going to be more of you had to add all these things up together. The coulda, woulda, shoulda is going to be a challenge today. Is you can never come back to Earth tonight. You leave forever, and I guess you got to put these pieces together. They got the one horror place, one horror villain, one cartoon or fairy tale pet, and one cartoon or fairy tale world that you will live in, and you'll have to combine all them together. We're gonna have two different lists that you can choose from. So you ain't just
Oh
picking
Lord.
random. Yeah, so you can pick what place you want to live with horrors and villains and even a cartoon chart. We got 25 characters you can choose from and 15 fairy tale places that you actually go live. So it's gonna be different, but we're gonna see how it turn out, see how many of us are
And
different.
all that's for today.
Yeah, just for today. That's
Oh, we
just
special.
so yeah, let's see who stick around. Cal said he got 30 minutes. What you gotta go work, Cal? Chef Cal. We're gonna try to get it going then before your 30 minutes out of there. What's up, Alan? He said, what's up, blessed kings, queens, and in betweens. What you talking about, Matt? Vaccines. What you talking?
Matt been in the comments way before it even started. I came in there and I'm like, what the world?
You out here doing steroids, you taking a jab. I don't know what Matt talking about. Whatever you doing, be safe, man. It's Wellness Wednesday, man. You can't just be shooting any and everything in your body. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know what you putting in your body for 2026. Like I'm putting tea in my body. with some CMOS. Reese about to get dispatched. She just got her surgery, Al.
Yeah,
Everything
we're
went.
still waiting for her to be released, discharged, and but she's more alert than the first time because her right hand was not as damaged as her left. Her left hand was really damaged, so they didn't have to do as much work. It was faster this time, and she's they didn't give her as much anesthesia last time. They drew her last time. When I tell you she couldn't even sit up, they gave her all the good licks last time. This
She,
time they didn't have to give her any, much. So she's just sitting waiting to be discharged. Yeah, they're happy. And her boo, she's taken from Aquarius. She said her boo face called to check on her.
okay.
Alice said blessings because yeah, he called her to check on her, make sure she was okay. And yeah, that's what's going on here. On top of the fact that, well, she get ready to sign her papers now, but she gonna be good. She gonna go home, get her something to eat, make sure she drink plenty of water, and she gonna be good. She gonna be good.
Got you, Ray. Let me pull up this clip our girl shared in the group chat. I ain't get to see it yet, but I seen it popped up before the show, so I'm pretty sure it might be something.
Oh, that's the one earlier.
Uh-huh. I ain't here yet. So y'all give us y'all thoughts in the comments. Just a couple of clips we might play, give people some time to get in here before we get Al's question of the day started.
Listen to this clip real fast.
And it's like, even though in that moment, that is what I was feeling internally, that ain't the way I should have expressed it. And then that make her feel like I wasn't being considered.
Yeah, consideration should never be absent in the present of stress. You know what I'm saying?
I want y'all to hear what that brother said. That brother said consideration should never be absent in the presence of stress. I don't know who Slim is on that podcast, but y'all need to get that boy a raise. Listen, as a clinician, this goes across genders, this goes across colors, this goes across sexual orientation, this goes across age, this goes across family dynamics. Once again, consideration should not be absent in the presence of stress. If I were to think about the thousands of hours that I've done in terms of clinical engagement, if I were to think about the hundreds of hours that I've done in terms of content creation, if I were to boil down one of the causes of interpersonal trauma, this would be one of the causes. So I'm going to break it down like this to see if we can make it a little bit more familiar. When I was younger, some of my homies used to say something to me that was befuddling to me. And I've heard other Black folks say it too. The same would go along the lines of something like this. I couldn't open 2 boxes of cereal in my house. If I opened 2 boxes of cereal, I would get my ass beat. Let's do another one. Mom/dad, I feel depressed. What you mean you depressed? I've been working all day. I done had to pay all these bills. I had to come home to this dirty ass house. And you think that you depressed? I should be depressed. Now go depress them dishes. I'm going to give y'all one more example. In gender or relationship discourse on social media, there is always an element of whataboutism. Now, what I've recognized with this pattern of whataboutism is that it usually invalidates the reality of the person talking in order to make the reality of the person who is commenting more valid. Odie, what does this have to do with stress and consideration? If we think about stress as environmental factors, i.e. economy, feelings of social rejection, etc., and we think about consideration as the willingness to validate somebody's experience within this potential level of stress, there are a number of us who tend to become inconsiderate at the point of stress because either A, we believe that nobody's considering our stress, so why should we consider somebody else's? Or B, we've been taught to externalize stress through particular types of violence, whether it be physical, psychic, emotional, etc. And we utilize that pattern of behavior in order to externalize those things that we feel. Now, Odie, how does this relate to trauma? I was watching a talk with Dr. Gabor Mate, and he said trauma falls into 2 distinct categories. Things that happened that should not have happened, or things that didn't happen and they should have. Considering somebody's reality in the presence of stress falls into the second category. Can you imagine how much less trauma that you would have had, invalidation trauma or neglect trauma or minimization trauma, if your mom and them weren't struggling? Can you imagine how more secure you would be in communicating your own reality if other people did not seek to invalidate it to make theirs more real? Existential realities and traumas are not a zero-sum thing. So if you find yourself invalidating somebody else's reality simply to make yours more apparent, I want you to consider how it is that the stress of your reality becomes more apparent because other people will not validate your reality. Peace. I want y'all to listen to this clip real.
Okay, he said a whole lot, but what made me share this clip was when people talk about consideration, they always say that when you take other people's feelings into consideration or you consider other people, it's kind of people pleasing. And it's honestly not, because if you're able to have the capacity to consider others people's feelings in before you speak or before you act or even in the midst of, like you said, the stress or whatever, that shows how emotionally intelligent you are or how strong you are in your emotions and mentally, because it takes a lot for you to pause and to think about how what you will say and what you do will affect others. So that's one of the reasons why I shared it, as well as, when he brought up the parent, the upbringing situation of those around you, that makes a lot of sense. We do tend to react or talk in a way that we were raised. And so a lot of times that determines if you have not taken the time to look at yourself and correct yourself, why we don't take other people into consideration and why we do certain things the way we do it. So that's what made me share that video. It's Wellness Wednesday, so why not share something that talks about the wellness of your emotions, about your mental capacity, and how we consider and deal with others. Molly, what you think?
Yeah, he said a lot. I like what he was saying though, and I think a lot of people tend to do that. I just don't tend to talk to a lot of people that it depends on the situation. I feel like they might can help me, then yeah, but a lot of people just like to talk to any and everybody that will listen to them. So they end up talking to the wrong people and they don't get the advice or they don't get the feedback they want. They just shut down with a lot of other people that probably can help them in a situation. But I done talked to a lot of people and I always bring up like death, like a lot of people when they lose a parent or a loved one and you want to talk to other people who might have been through that situation that can possibly help you, they make it more about them. They bring up how they feeling and what they went through and they stress instead of focusing on what you're going through right now. Like a lot of people like to say, oh, you'll get past it. And I just like always heard that, but I can never see me getting past the death of my mom. I can just see me learning how to live with it, coping with it. But people do, experience pain differently. But I just think that a lot of people make things about them. You can just tell somebody anything, like, man, I lost $100 today. Man, I feel so stressed. I don't know how I lost that money. Man, shit, I lost 500 like 5 months ago. Cause it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm not trying to hear what you lost. We already talked about that already, So it's just like a lot of people just like to hear themselves or talk about themselves. They don't really care about the person they actually listening to. So you gotta be worried that.
Breaking down the scene with a grin I preach. Hot take in the mix, but it still can reach. Call her on the line, that's in every room from your front porch chair to your work days.
Today.
I'm doing beautiful. I'm having a beautiful day. Beautiful outside. I'm having a beautiful day.
It's good to hear, man. We out here on the road, man. Out here early, man. Get it.
Yeah, I had to take somebody to court this morning. I was on the courthouse passing out my card.
Passing out cards with you, a lawyer?
No. Letting her know. Now we got this truck. I'm doing bulk trash. I'm trying to do bulk trash and all that.
Oh yeah, I do got the big truck. Anybody out there need anything moved or any trash removal, furniture, anything? Yeah, Uncle, I'm pulling up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and y'all like 24 hours too.
Got 24-hour removal service.
Yeah, you can call
That
them.
that goes for moving you from spot to spot, taking your stuff to the storage unit. I mean everything, even cleanup. We're doing bulk trash. We're doing everything. Everything. You need to move. You need everything cleared out. We can do everything.
That's good right there, son. You know I'ma support it. I
Yeah.
already be sending y'all people way before you even got the truck. Imagine you had the truck done. You could have
I'm
made
trying
one
to
big
say.
trip.
They just told me about the damn truck. I'm like, I see y'all had a truck all the time. Y'all just saying something like, man, we didn't know if you wanted to. Man, stop what you're doing. But I'm a priest. I can't. I'm not gonna act like I'm not a priest. Definitely a priest. I'm just trying. I just want everybody on the same accord. Let's get some legal money. Let's get some legal money. Everybody start their own personal businesses, and we support each other.
Yeah, my man Al said he wish he was in Atlanta. I got a yard full of old toys from my G babies. You don't play Uncle, make it to
I
Atlanta.
will. I'll come to Atlanta. You got me. Yeah.
He'll dry down that
I
motherfucker.
definitely take that trip. You tripping?
I'm already know. We gonna talk more about it. You gotta drop off some of the business cards on that so I can share some on the
Yeah.
show.
I'm even trying to do state to state moving.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
trying.
I know
I'm
that's
trying
right.
to do.
that'd
I'm
be
trying to do.
big. Oh no, if any of y'all seen this, we're gonna talk a little bit about it, give people a little more time to pop in. But a Louisiana pastor was convicted of stealing more than $340,000 from the churches to fund gambling and personal expenses. So I don't know what type of gambling he doing. He might be doing the sports gambling. I'm not sure, but this ain't the first one caught. It won't be the last.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. Anybody know this Louisiana pastor? And I'm just like, what church is he actually pastoring to be making this type of money to be gambling? Because if he got 340 stole, they probably bringing in millions of dollars. And I'm just like, how long is this going to constantly happen? And it happened from two different churches, so it wasn't one church. I guess he got two different churches he was stealing from, but I'm just lost. I just don't understand, how they get away with this for so long, and who be the one actually catching them. I wonder, like, somebody mad they ain't get broken down, or like, how do that work? Like, how do they get away with stealing money in the first place? I just thought you always had to like show something, like where the money going. Some say that's why to me church is bogus. Haven't been to church in decades. That's out. It can be. I'm saying if we in the wrong field.
Go ahead.
We're on our way home. I just gotta stop and pick up my pain meds. And I'm on my way home, y'all. We back in stride. Oh,
She just wanted to give y'all an update. Go ahead, Molly and Aunt.
Okay. Riri on her way home just gotta get her drugs. They like to say medicine. She gotta get her drugs. Her addiction. They about to sell her some drugs. Well, you gotta go to the plug. They be acting, they just give it different names. The drugstore. Now you gotta go to the plug. We got them perk 30s, man. Riri got them perks. She got them Erkies. I wonder though. But I'm with you, Al. It ain't even that. It ain't like the people that go to church is bad people. It don't mean all pastors are bad. There's some good pastors out there that's doing right by the people. But it's just like so many of these that come out, and it's just like it can happen. But I be wondering, how do people feel that actually in the church? How do they feel when they hear pastors stealing money or things like that? Do it bother them, or do they just be like it don't matter because they was giving that money regardless, and whatever they do with it after that, they just
Yeah.
I know a lot of people, one may not believe that their pastor would do that, but I think most people, like you were saying, Molly, believe once they give their money, that's it, because they did their part. They might, I tithe, I did what the Bible tells me to do, so I can't worry about what the pastor do. But I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people that are angry that you're taking the money and not putting it back into the people, into the church. You're taking it and going to gamble. A lot of some of the other pastors have taken it and built houses, bought yachts, are flying and buying women and drugs. Yeah, it's a lot of things because at the end of the day, you're still human. That doesn't excuse you from being right. But at the end of the day, you're human and you can't expect perfection from an imperfect person. So, yeah, I'm sure there are a lot of people that are hurt and angry. I put this money here and this is never blah, blah. But there are some people that will just be like, God told me to give my 10% and that's what I did. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm in the wrong field. I'm gonna start looking into these churches. I might gotta come and pass it, you know what I'm saying? And like, I ain't gotta steal the money. I'm gonna do it right with the money. You know what I'm saying? He got $340,000, man. He could have took care of them people for the next year. At least food. We could have started a new community center
It's
for
no
the
telling
kids.
how much else he got. He made the church might have way more than that.
Yeah, I said that too. For him to take 340 some thousand, yeah, they probably do have more than that. I just be like, these people be finding ways to steal money instead of finding ways to get money to build for the people, the community. He out here gambling. I'm pretty sure he's doing it for self. I'm just like, God dang, like I'm pretty sure you living good. Like what more do you need? You doing God's work. Like you ain't probably struggling for anything. It's just like I don't know. Is they in competition with other pastors? I wonder, do they see other pastors and be like, man, my church should be as big as their church. My congregation should be as big as theirs. I should be driving a Benz too. My house should be just as big as theirs. I be wondering if they in competition because it seemed like that with everything else. So why not the pastors? He might want the same thing he see TD Jakes and them with, but this is where it happened to get it. But it's just like, yeah. Be careful with these churches. Churches should be about.
Yeah, and they preach cheerful givers. Anytime if a church all they talk about is profiting and cheerful giving, and God don't want you to be poor. We're not here for this, and to be poor, whatever. Be careful. Now, of course, we're not supposed to be in a state of need all the time. But if that's all your pastor is talking about, and he's not teaching you anything to grow spiritually or how to love other people and care for others, and then no, I would say churches should be about the community, how you build a mega church and have members that's homeless, exactly, lights off, heat don't working, and you pull up in a Bentley with a $1,000. Yeah, sometimes them still be more than damn mortgages. Like for some place, like okay, so like I told you, I grew up in a church. I used to be in church almost 7 days a week sometimes. And I was given in the churches I went to, my last church I went to, if we needed to borrow money, they will allow you to. You had to pay it back though. I mean, if you needed money, they would let you do, but you had to pay it back.
Okay.
And you only those who were tithing or putting into the church could do it.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, well, okay, I guess that school is like a little bank. But they were a little church, but at least they would do that. Now I'm pretty sure they gave money to people that hold on, y'all, I'm about to drive. To people who that did not tithe, but for those who were tithing, you were able to borrow money, pay it back over time, and set up a payment arrangement and stuff like that. That's what they would do. We will also do community days and stuff like that, and that's different. That's different. And you as a church, you're supposed to be the house of God, right? If you're supposedly the house of God, why are you acting like thieves? Because that's what you're doing. You're thieving. If you take money out of people from the people and not putting it back into the people or into your community, that's stealing.
Yeah.
And if we're gonna go off the Bible and what they say Jesus did, he been flipping all these churches over. That's like
He
that.
been
So
flipping the tables.
He was a thug for real.
Yeah,
But yeah, and we really got to be mindful. We have to use discernment. Discernment is not just for a man or a woman. Discernment is for every aspect of your life. And you have to pay attention to what's going on around you to know what's real and what's not real, what's good and what's not good. And so we need to start thinking and stop being followers in every aspect, especially in the church, because they are leading your spirit, the beginning part of you, your main part of you. They are guiding it, and if they're not guiding it right, get up out of
yeah. That's why I believe we should have family ties. And a lot of people be mad, and I be like, I don't get it. Y'all don't know them people that's running the church. Some people get to know them, or you might know them from the community. But you'll put money into that church 4 times out of a month, every Sunday, and they say, "Well, these my ties." But if everybody in the family did that for each other, they had a family tie, and it was one person in the family, so called like the pastor, that basically looked over that money. Then when people in the family need money, they can go borrow for themselves. That's all they did was create a bank, but they taking everybody money and make you feel like the church letting you borrow money. It ain't the church, y'all, the community, y'all borrowing from each
there.
other.
Right.
Just when y'all all putting in a few $100 every month, now that become thousands. So if one of y'all short a couple of $100, we can say, hey, we can let you borrow from the money that all of y'all put in. And it's the same thing. It's like if family did that and it was 100 of y'all in the family, and every Sunday y'all put in $10 or $20, whatever money y'all putting into the church, and put that into the family, I think the kids and everybody be straight. We just need to change our way of thinking. It ain't gotta be family, it can just be community based, it can be
Right.
friends, anything. What's your thoughts on that, Uncle E?
All right.
Family
First of all, um, well, I'm gonna start with the Bible. Jesus did not preach about the churches. He told you about the churches and why churches are really no good. Saying the devil lives inside of the church. He knows all the word. So why would you not expect for the devil to do what the devil's supposed to do? Um, Now it is spirituality. Spirituality deals with um, I say your belief in your in yourself and your belief in uh your following. I don't believe in the church. I don't believe in going to church, and I think this is I've said this so many times. I don't like going to churches because I think there's a bunch of frivolous actors inside this church that's taking advantage of people's um, low self-esteem, depression. Like the church is so evil to me, so evil, and it's crazy that the people within the church, always has something to say about the next person, and the people in the church are so spiteful, deceitful, and hateful amongst each other. So I mean, like I say, there's a whole lot inside the church. There's a whole lot of reasons why I don't go to church. But this ain't nothing new. You just happen to get caught. It ain't nothing new. Pastors are doing this all over the United States. I say I hate to say it, but church is a hustle, and a lot of people are getting hustled week in, week out.
Mm. What's up, LA? See, they getting hustled out here. LA in the bill. What's up, Nacho? Nacho said, rising, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know about the
Perverts and
perverts.
podcasts.
Yeah, we ain't, yeah, forget
Yeah,
them.
hey Nacho.
Uh, you say there are pastors that get a check, and some pastors that build they following from the ground up. Nowadays, mega churches don't even help their members.
True.
Mm. He said, I sold tree and crack the pastors. That's what made me not believe what the church was about. Folks like, he's a good pastor, blah, blah, blah. Man, I just sold your pastor a 50 block. Miss me with that. Eh, if you didn't put money into the church, you probably would had enough to pay your bills. LOL, that's LA. See, a lot of people putting so much money into the church, they ain't got enough to pay their bills. Cal say, find me a church in the woods. Find me a church in the woods, and I'm talking, and a talking tree is the pastor. What do you mean by that, Cal? Me, that I believe in segregation of one's shadow and loving into the light. They don't teach that. They're only recite Bible verses. Oh man, yeah, yeah, it's tough, man. Where our church people at, man? Any of y'all in the comments, y'all go to church? You know, it seemed like a lot people don't go to churches they like they used to. When I was young, it's like everybody and their mother went to church, and they tell you,
Everybody went for 50
yeah,
days out the week.
man,
I
and
was,
it's
you know, something. And I was not invited to church by family, friends, or anybody else. At a young age. I read the Bible, and I seek the church after I read the Bible.
mm,
Nobody introduced me to church. Everything I know about church and all these different religions is self-taught. You know what I'm saying? Me taking my time, deciphering things and all that. Like I said, I done read this Bible, this book, the Bible, so many times it don't make no sense. So many times I done read this goddamn Bible. But it is, and I tell a lot of people, you can't say you believe in the Bible, but you only believe in parts of it. If you say you believe in God and all this, then guess what? It shouldn't be a problem with you believing in aliens, ghosts, mermaids. Shouldn't be no problem you believing in any of that because the Bible tells you all that is here. All that is here, and a lot of it is in the church.
mm-hmm.
It's the truth. How can you how can you put so much faith into something that's man made?
They said just like me and my homeboys, they have a what's that, Weezy? Go ahead. What you gonna say?
Oh no, go ahead, Mom.
What Al was saying. Him and his homeboys got a fund. They contribute every month, start over every March, and that helps them with emergency stuff. If nobody use any of the funds by the following March, we throw a huge cookout, fun by the pack, moon bouncers, food, etc. I like that. Whatever, you lying. You talking about I was a deacon.
Ah,
Deacon Nacho. What you
Yeah,
what
Deacon
Deacon
Nacha.
Nacho. And that's good, Alan. That's how it should be.
why you what's come wrong?
Saying like money was always the main issue within the church. If he was a deacon, he's saying that's what it seemed like was the problem always in the church. Even on first Sunday, would a man rob God? Tracy Morgan is like, hell yeah, him and Ice Cube. Them niggas robbed the church. It's like, come on, man, you robbing the people. People is they love the church but don't love themselves or each other. You
How
think
about
people
this?
love the church more than themselves?
Yep, I do.
Why you say that? Why you think so?
Because and this is another reason why I don't fuck with churches because I had a cousin that was a deacon. He was a deacon in the church for probably last 15, 16 years. My mother, my mother was in the church real hard. She gave, like I said, every week she going to get to church with tithes and all that. But it's the most disturbing shit about the church. And that's why I don't like the churches, the preachers, none of them. Ain't neither one of them help, neither one of my family members. Neither one of them.
Mm,
You the deacon of the church, but the church don't even want to help bury you. And then when they bury you, they put you in the corner of the cemetery. They don't put you where you're supposed to be at with your family and all that. I said, man, I don't understand it. And I hate churches. I'm sorry, I hate church. I hate churches and what they represent because the Bible tells you don't idolize and symbolize. But what the hell? When you go to church, what do you see? Idolization, symbolization.
hmm
Tell me, why should I go in this place and worship whoever y'all are worshiping? I'm not worshiping what y'all worship. I'm just being real. I'm not worshiping what everybody out in this world worships. I don't worship that shit. Uh,
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough because I know I've been there before, and a lot of things I did because it was introduced to me. What up, child? I believed in Santa. I couldn't wait till December 25th, to try to bump into Santa. I was wondering why I never bump into him, because that motherfucker don't exist. But it was just still when you told something so young, the tooth fairy, everything, you believe in it, but a lot of these things you wouldn't believe in if it was never introduced to you. If nobody never introduced Santa Claus to me, I wouldn't know nothing about Santa Claus. But since they introduced it to me and I seen other people talking about it, Santa was real to me. And it's the same thing with religion. It's like nobody introduced religion to you, you wouldn't know nothing about it. And that's why I think it's so many different religions out here because people was introduced to different religions. If you was born in a Christian house, you'd probably be a Christian. Same thing with being a Muslim. But most of these times you believe in these things because it was introduced to you. Muhammad was introduced to you. Jesus was introduced to you. And to say for people who may not know these people will go into this mystery place called hell is messed up because in some places they never heard of these people. They never even heard of these books. So for you to believe that due to the fact they ain't heard of a man-made book that they will go into this other place that somebody else told you and described to you. Like it's nobody been to hell, came back and said this what hell was like. Hell was created. I can create a hell right now and I can say it's mystery, it's the state of mind, but they tell you it's a fire and you will burn eternity. How you gonna burn? You don't take this body with you. It's just like it's crazy how they tell you. Then they tell you that you're a spirit and you energy. Well, energy is fire. You can't burn energy. So just none of it really be making sense. But I think a lot of people cope with it. It helps them get through their day-to-day life. If they stressing through something, I think religion helped them get through it. Definitely with passing of certain people. And I just think that's because that's what we accustomed to. I be wondering what did our ancestors did before religion. I always think that, and I think it's mostly spiritual. I think a lot of us were spiritual. And they say I don't go to church. I don't need no middle person. I am my own church. Nacho said lots of Bible quotes about how hard it is for a rich man to get into heaven. He already living in heaven, man. Heaven is now for them. Alan said he love that shirt, Uncle E. Chow said top of the morning, everybody. I seen that one. You say my grandmother went to a church for 50 plus years. That sound like my mom involved with every aspect of the church. Damn. Church, usher, etc. Oh, so she was in the choir too?
Probably was the choir. The
Yeah.
family probably was the choir like mine was.
Went to the church 4 to 5 times out of the week. The church what 9,000 to have her funeral? That's what pissed me off about my mom during her passing on one. I'm like, she been going here forever, but it was during COVID, so it was different. Little things going on, couldn't do it. But $9,000 to have her funeral at that church that she basically built and tied with for 50 years. She paid for her funeral already. That's the messed up thing about it. That's messed up. $9,000. Oh man, Weezy, what you would have done?
And that's a problem right there. That's a problem. When you are a member, a founding member, most likely if you're there for 50 years, you're one of the founding members, or if not founding, right behind it. You should always be able to be buried for free. The pastor or whoever is presiding over the congregation should always do things for you for free. Of course, if you want to pay, but like you said, you've been tithing all these years, you done paid for your funeral and paid for the reception or the wedding or whatever. What I was going to say, there are more than 3 callers ahead of you. But that is a big thing with the church, Oh no, I know what I was going to say. I have always questioned how can people be punished for not knowing God. And I would ask, the elders, or I would ask my family members and the people in the church. I'm like, how can God say that people are going to hell and there are plenty of places that have never been discovered in this world? We don't know everybody. We don't know every culture. We don't know every language. We don't know all the animals and the plants and stuff. So how can God punish a people that have never had the opportunity to know who He is? And of course, nobody could ever answer that question. My aunt would always say, well, they have missionaries and people that go. I said, man, there's no way you have walked every inch of this land. There's no way that even if you do, that you know the language.
We're sorry. Our
There
staff
are
is in for
languages
another call.
and
Please
native
hold
tongue
on
that
and
we
we'll be
do
with you
not
shortly.
know.
There are
So
more
how
than
can
three
you know?
callers
And I'm
ahead of
always
you.
questioning things. I used to get in trouble because, of course, I was in the church, and because I was one of the older, depending on which church I went to, I had to do sermons. I had to do, I had to teach. I had to recite things, and sermons, a lot of my sermons had a lot of questions in them, and I would go and get scripture to back or either see why I'm questioning, and the
We're
deacons and the
sorry. Our
pastors used to
staff
be
is
mad
in
with
for
me.
another call.
And
Please
it
hold
was
on
one,
and we'll
and
be
I
with
think I
you
said this
shortly.
before
There
about
are
one of
more
my
than
things I
three
did was
callers
called
ahead
"Who
of
Am
you.
I or Who I Am," and I went through the Bible because I used to read the Bible front and back too, and I went through that Bible and I answered them questions because it tells you in the Bible who you are or who Jesus is or who God is, and I would say we are God,
Yeah.
you know. We are made in his likeness and his image. If God is my father, I am God because I am his seed, right? And that was a problem.
We're
Talking about
sorry. Our
heaven and
staff is
hell.
answering other
Well,
calls.
you come to the
Please hold
realization
on
that you
and we'll be
create
with you
heaven.
shortly. There are
You
more
can
than
create
three
hell
callers
too.
ahead of you.
Talk about the devil this and the devil that. This, if the devil is Lucifer, God created Lucifer. The devil is a god too, or he is an angel. He is part of, like, it's a lot of things that you can't ask, or according to people within religion, you should not ask, or you shouldn't question God. But why would we be created with this mind to think and
We're
ask questions
sorry.
if
Our
we're not
staff is
supposed to question
answering
it?
other calls. Please hold
So,
on and we'll be with you
that's the
shortly.
that's the
There are
point
more
of
than three callers ahead
religion.
of you.
Religion is stifling. It is control. You have religion to put you in a place, just like government. That's why religion and state, all that stuff, if you think about it, they work together. And it is used to control the mind of the people and to get them to move the way that you're supposed to move. And if you're thinking about it, how we grew up,
We're sorry.
we
Our
were
staff
so
is answering
fearful of
other
certain
calls.
things that we
Please
could not
hold
think
on
for
and we'll be
ourselves,
with
or
you
we would only
shortly.
operate
There
a
are
certain
more
way
than
because
three
that's what it
callers
said in
ahead
the
of
church.
you.
That's what they said we're supposed to do. But now, as you get older and you begin to open your eyes and see for yourself, you realize the trap there. And in the Bible, it talks about being religious. There's a difference in being a believer or being spiritual and being religious. Religion is just that stronghold on your spirit.
Yeah.
Let's see what he
You're
said
right, Cal.
here.
I like that. I like what you said just now.
He said, "Why we gotta break an arm and leg to bury our loved ones in a place that has no value, but we can't on our own property? Because if you bury on property, you don't have to pay owe taxes on that property." Yep.
Yeah.
If you,
And I just
yeah.
and I don't even think that we can't do stuff. I just think that we don't know the loops to go around it. What Reese say?
No,
Consecrated land.
reset. Say it again, Reese.
I said that's the loophole that they got. If you bury your folks there on your land, it becomes consecrated land, and they look at that as sacred. So that's why you don't owe any taxes on it.
Yeah.
And that's why they tell you, oh, it's against the law to bury people on your land. It's
They always make laws when it's convenient or
for them.
to make it inconvenient for us.
You gotta
Yeah,
get the
it
land.
makes sense
Go to Texas, you can do that down there.
why they would do it.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
But if they actually want certain people to pay for me to bury them and make money off that, I will make a law that you can't bury your own dead. I will make a law that, you know, you got to do it in certain places and shit. Like, I will make it traditional that you do it at a church. I make a tradition that you pay a pastor. I make a tradition that you pay for a tombstone. I make a tradition just to make money off there, and that's what they've been doing. And I think a lot of us get caught up with this "I can't" thing. It ain't that you can't; it's you don't know how. And I had to learn that. Like, well, we can't do this, we can't do that, and then you see people that's doing it. You like, how the fuck? So it ain't that you can't, you don't know how, and that's what we need to educate ourselves on. That's something you want to do. You got property and land, you should bury your dead on your own land. Then that would take taxes off from you. It's always these big cemeteries. You'll see a house like right across the street. They own that. They own all of it, and they live in tax free. And it's just like, what happens to these people? I remember when I was burying my mom, and I was trying to bury her over there on Branch Avenue and 7th Avenue, or when that, and they told me it wasn't no more space. You know, it was full. And then I ended up going to a funeral 6 months later, and they buried them over there. I was like, hold up, a spot just came available. Like I'm lost. Like did somebody get evicted?
Either that or right.
You know, it's like
Did they get
they
evicted?
they evicting the dead now. So I know it's
So
just a
all
business.
lady.
It's game, and when certain people die and they don't get a certain amount of visits after a while, they get them out the way, man, and make that space for somebody else or bury somebody over top of them. It's just a business overall. All of it's a business, and they all need each other for it to work. You know, so we just got to be mindful of what's going on out here. We got another guest just popped in.
Bright moment and here we come. Strings rise high, horns cut through. This one's for you. The Morning Max Show. Turn it up, let it roll. The Morning Max Show. Take the day by the throat.
Yeah.
When the world feels low, the Morning Max Show. Yeah.
Happy
Yeah,
almost
yeah,
afternoon,
yeah.
my dear.
It's
Hey,
only about 11 here.
yeah, she early.
Yeah, I know. It's only about 11. It's okay. I
Yeah,
know you want
10:40 where she at. So I sent you a little video. Let's see this little video Al talking about.
little video.
Yeah, I seen your video too about Jesus. That joint was funny. It was funny though. Little animated joint. Oh, this Dr. Umar. He swear we Pan Africans and shit.
Uh-oh.
He trying to tell everybody they from Africa. Dr. Umar Johnson. Where the school at, brother? Let's see what he talking about.
Serve to say black men don't want to go to church no more. What the hell am I going to a church where the pastor is living off everybody's money and ain't provide no opportunity for me? I'm a man. I gotta provide for my. What the hell am I gonna sit in the church and talk about Jesus for when I got bills to pay? The church isn't relevant for black men, and until the church is relevant for black men, we ain't gonna go. And increasingly, the masjid is becoming irrelevant for black men because they not helping brothers fix their situation. When I go speak in the prisons, half the prison Christian, half the prison Muslim. Everybody got a Kufi, everybody got a Sunni.
Right.
All these Muslims in jail. But if you go to the African-American Sunni Orthodox Muslim community and ask them, what are you doing to reduce recidivism for Muslims of African descent incarcerated in Philadelphia jails? They ain't got no plan at all.
Wow.
All they know is Juma, they know Ramadan, they know 5 prayers a day. No solutions for black. I don't give a damn about no religion. What are you doing for your people, or you're a waste of time? Muslim, Christian, Jehovah Witness, Hebrew, I don't care what you are. If you're not solving problems for black people, your religion is useless.
You're going to learn today.
You gonna learn today?
He said you're gonna learn today. Yeah, Dr. Umar going in, man. And he probably speak for a lot of us out here, especially in the black community. We don't go to church, you know, and a lot of my friends I know they do that's really in religion, they Muslim, you know, and a lot of my friends that most of them, I think all of them that actually Muslim, been incarcerated. It's either they in jail or they been to jail, you know, so I don't know if it's something with that. You know, I heard stories that a lot of guys come Muslim because the older guys get the chance to actually talk to them and open their mind to certain things different. I heard some dudes just join for protection. I don't really know the difference, but I like what he said at the end of the day, the ones who out of jail, they trying to figure out what are y'all doing to stop this from constantly happening? Because it seems like it's constantly going to always be a lot of them in the jail. You know, it's like, is their behavior changing? It might be, you know, he got to actually go out there and see, you know, sometimes they don't show the change, you know, they just like to show the negative that's constantly going on continuously. And you'll think that, damn, it's no change out here. But I know a lot of guys that's Muslim that came home from 20, 30 years that's home doing good. Not just good for self, but good for the community. They out here giving back to the community. They got programs out here teaching the kids how to do certain skills, life skills that gonna help them in their adult life. So it depends on who he talking to, you know, because it is a lot of good brothers out here, Christian and Muslim, that's doing for the community that been incarcerated, that's helping them not to follow them same paths that they did, but it's still on that other end they promote it more. But what's your thoughts, Weezy? You heard what he said, Dr. Umar, then we go to that.
I would like to hear Destiny's thoughts because she had her mouth covered, and I want to know what she was doing. Oh, look at her face.
Well, I mean, there are actually several things that I could say on that video. And of course, there are certain sections that, like, my mentality can't understand properly. So I'll leave myself out of that subject. Religion, I hate being that person sometimes, but like religion, the initial, I hate this subject, I'm sorry. The initial ordeal, the initial start for we're taking all these awesome stories that we believe will, you know, help our children do better in the future and help teach our children by listening to our interpretation of it, and we're going to do this. And I really want to pass. The whole fucking thing was
You can pass if you want to. That's
teaching
fine.
you how to
It's too much.
behave if you read it. If you follow the rules according to the book that you were hopefully raised on, then you know life will be easier. And the more I look at it, the more it's not necessarily wrong, because if you look at the 10 commandments or whatever, and you go, all right, these are the rules I'm not supposed to break. The moment you do break those rules, your life has a little bit of hell in it, whether it's somebody's dramatic or you're going through a court system, somebody's mad. That little bit of hell gets introduced into your life every time you break one of those sins. But you know, as per our interpretation, a lot of people think that waits till after death and not here in real life. And then there's also like reggaeton is a religious thing where Christian missionaries went over to Jamaica and was like, hey, here's our Christianity, you should be a Christian. And then at some point they were able to read the Bible and was like, hey bro, you've been changing what it's saying to manipulate us, and now we're going to kick you out and keep some of your ideas, like God's and earth, God's and positivity. Growing your hair out longer gets you closer to God. Smoking weed is a closer to God thing. It's all about positivity and love and blah 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 blah. And that is how we were supposed to respond. Y'all are trying to use this book to manipulate us. We're not going to listen to it anymore. Fast forward through time, that book is actually something, me as somebody that's not an actual Christian, like I have respect towards it because I have seen the good in it. And that's where the respect comes from, is if I've seen several individuals that were not religious that found their religion and kept to it. And that is what helped pull them back to reality. That is what helped them pull them back to life and go, oh shit, you're right. I need to work on myself. And regardless of what religion is doing that, I think that should be the goal for each religion. I'm curious if this man wants to have some kind of physical change in his hand, and that's not a very easy thing to accomplish, especially whenever I know the church has all these different programs for children, and you can, for the right church, you can sign up to go through something to get done, but you don't go to church and say, you know, dear God, and you say your prayer, and then at the end of the day, you're holding something in your hands that says, I'm going to, you know, I'm doing better. The whole point of the praying and being religious is to progressively make yourself better. It's not going to be a physical thing. And even though my brain says there are a couple more, I'm actually going to end it right there. Thank you.
Man, that's some good one. Look at LA. What up, Venus? We missed you today. Nacho said Destiny always brighten this day.
Thank you, Nacho. Venus.
And they said been already paid for in advance. My father-in-law had this plot already before he died. Yeah, I know a lot of people that do that. They be having their funeral and everything paid for. They like, I don't trust y'all motherfuckers. I'm gonna pay for my shit now. You know, y'all ain't gotta worry about that later. That's something I'd do if I was in position to do that. You know, just take care of that. That's one less stress on my family.
Part of your life insurance plan. They go over, if you sign up for life insurance, they'll go over particular plots that you can pay for. That way your family, doesn't have to worry about paying for your plot after you pass.
What up, AQ? Appreciate you tapping in. Y'all in, please hit that like, that share button. Subscribe. You watching on YouTube. We just shared our boy Dr. Umar Kirkin out about religion and why he think a lot of black men don't go to participate into religion no more because they feel like it don't benefit us outside of the church. A lot of these men that's still part of religion, they still be incarcerated, they still committing violent crimes and things like that. So he's saying like, where's it helping that, but I don't know. It's some guys that it do help. That's why I feel like it ain't gonna always help everybody. Anything is not gonna always 100% help anybody that come across it, but it might help at least 20 to 30% of the kids from going out here doing something crazy. And if that's like what we can get, that's what I go with. I just feel like religion ain't pushing nobody to do violence. Like nobody joined religion. It's like, oh yeah, I can't wait to become a Muslim so I can start popping dudes, or a Christian. It's most times they was already in their lifestyle and then they trying to change, and most times they don't get that change. Most time they pass is just too heavy. They dove too deep in the water. You trying to get out, but you done did so much before you got in. And if you go all the way in on the other side, you can get hurt. Because you ain't finished, what you done did the last couple of years. People don't just forget, and that's what happens with a lot of those guys that tend to live their lifestyle. You want to change, and then when you decide to change, something bad happened because some people don't understand change. They don't care if you change. You probably cause a lot of pain and hurt to their family, so they ain't got time to be hearing, oh, well, he changed his life now. Like, nah, he was just sliding just 2 weeks ago. So I get it, why a lot of those dudes that you probably see incarcerated, or they probably still Christians and Muslims and they still getting locked up because they still trying to leave a lifestyle that they can't just completely let go because they'd be a danger to their life. That's just my opinion based on what I see out here. See, oh, you want to be cremated or buried? That's a good one. Which one, Des?
I want to be a seed. Like they take your body and they put you in a fetal position, and they put you in this little dome, and then above you is a little tube that goes directly to a seed, and your body directly feeds that one seed. I want to be an apple tree, and when I get big enough, there's going to be a plaque my family puts on there that says, "How you like them apples?"
I like that. I like that. I'll say the seed. I don't know how the hell you can become a seed though. But they can just use your probably cremate, and they can just add you to the plants and the herbs, whatever they plant, and they can probably throw your ashes in there.
Cremating is cool. These days, they could take your ashes and turn them into glass and have your family wear your ashes as a charm. Like
Yeah.
they've got interesting ways to handle your body when you're dead.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, because I heard a lot of those machines, it costs a lot to run the machines, like to cremate somebody. So they throw about 4 or 5 bodies in at one time, so they're not wasting money. So a lot of people think you just got your father or grandfather, you got somebody else's ashes along with it. It ain't like no just one body ash thing, so I don't trust that part. It's just like I don't know who I'm getting back. I wish we can just be there during the burning. Like back in the day, they used to shoot arrows of fire at the boat and all that type of stuff. That's his ashes. He's the only one that's laying there. But when they put you in them things to burn you, I don't know. It ain't like you can really say they not doing it, but that's still scary. See, you went to a Muslim joint. It was traumatizing. See, you was raised Muslim Baptist, but I was here to tell you had 2 life insurance policies. I don't want my family to have to pay. You don't want your family to have to pay for anything. Waste enormous amount of money on a casting and burial. Yeah, it's a business. Gotta get this business. It's getting polycarbonate here. Time for coulda, woulda, shoulda. You know it. I was gonna see what they gonna do. They put you in a nice iron 250. Uh, people say that money. Yeah, they say he been cremated. Put some of his ashes in Vegas and all over my family graves. I like
Yeah.
that.
I knew a guy that insisted that when he dies, he wants he says he's gonna put it in his will that his or he's gonna try to put it in his will that his body just be put in a forest for some months or something to provide sustenance for the earth and the fucking nature and shit. And that's how he wants his body to be handled after he dies. He wants full recycling.
Man, I really don't care. It's like y'all can trash me, whatever you want. I ain't in that motherfucker. You can do whatever you want with it. Hopefully my family they think of something to do at the time. But I ain't really too picky on what I'm gonna do when I'm gone.
The multiple people in one cremation is a myth. Where it was one of those where certain people weren't cleaning out the bottom of their shit very well, and then there's also scenarios where like a couple or so could pass away and they can get cremated together. A couple or mother and child, that kind of stuff, cremated together. But as per on the regular, there being multiple individuals in that cremation situation, it's generally just going to be the one person who got cremated and then in the jar. But I did go look that up because you're not the first person that I've heard say that.
Oh yeah, I mean I don't know what else they supposed to say. Like I don't know would they come out and say yeah you're right. Like it's somebody that actually working there that does it and show people in the world how they do this regularly. He lost his job, he probably lost his life and some more stuff, but he wanted to let the world know, just like they doing some of these food spots. They show us behind the scene how nasty they are. I don't think Popeyes will come out and say, yeah, we don't clean our grill. Yeah, we don't clean up any. Yeah, we got mice and rats running all through our boxes. They won't come out and say that shit. But when you see somebody actually working in the facility and they telling you this, somebody that's actually there and they showing you how they doing this, and they've been doing this for years. They've been working there for over 20 years. They tell you this what they've been doing. They don't just do this here, but they do this to save money. And when you into business, you understand that it costs me the same amount of money if I cremate one person as if I can cremate 5. So if I got 20, 30 bodies over here, I'm gonna make 6 cremations for 5 at a time. And the family won't know. If they won't know, who cares? But if people want to believe it, hey, it's on them. It's up to you to believe what you want to believe, that you really think that they really does that, and I would hope they do, but I believe the person who actually showed the information at the time. I don't know why. I probably shouldn't, but I just felt like they was trustworthy, and they probably wasn't. See, I'm doing a pest control for later on. What up, Biggie Head ass? Your ass crazy, man. Appreciate that, Alan. Happy birthday to my baby girl
Have a
today.
great day, Kyle.
We about to get up into this.
Happy birthday.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Y'all
Real
tap
quick
in.
before you get into that, another option my mother was telling me that she wants to do. She wants to be buried under a tree. So they have it where you can be in a pod under a tree and they bury you and you will basically be the tree's food.
She wasn't here when I said I would.
Yeah,
No,
that's
I
what
wasn't here. My daughter called me. Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
so me and your
That's what
mother
my
want to
mom
be,
wants to do.
in plots next to each other. We want to build some big trees together.
Yeah. Some Destiny and Veronica juice. But yeah, that's another option. And my mother, it seems like a taboo or kind of eerie thing to talk about, but it's something you needs to be known about your loved ones or how they want to um, have their body treated after their transition. And so that's important. And like I think I saw it was Josh that said something about maybe they prepaid for their plot. A lot of people do that.
Yeah.
Will pay for their plot and their funeral and everything ahead of time. and so they won't have to worry. The family won't have to worry about. Oh, I'm sorry. Family won't have to worry about it later. So that could have been what happened.
Yeah, we
So
got
he said,
you,
yeah, it could have. Yeah, so she
moms.
could have been already paid for in advance. My father-in-law did it. Yeah, that's a good thing to do if you would like to be buried. Pay for all your services and everything in advance, and it also helps the family because these funeral homes take advantage of the grieved. They take advantage of the family's grieving. They want, oh, my parents, I want them to have the best. I want them to do this. I want them to do that. Da, 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 da. Ask your family what they want. Ask them what they want. Um, don't just be spending all that unnecessary money. You're spending all these thousands of dollars on these pretty caskets and stuff, and the bodies is going to deteriorate. Like, why are you wasting your money? But the funeral directors understand that because you love this person so much, or some people are operating in guilt because they didn't treat certain people right, they're going to spend all that skrilla. Don't do it. Ask your family what they want to do and honor their wishes.
Thank you for calling Medstar
Hmm. Some people don't care. So they get whatever. You want it, man. Spend 100,000 on the funeral if you got it. I just spend what you can though. Don't go broke. That's how I feel. You about to get in this woulda, coulda, shoulda. Y'all tap in, let us know what y'all think about. Y'all know we're gonna do this on Wednesday. What we gonna see?
Every choice tells a story. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Tell me what you do. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. If the choice was up to you, no right, no wrong. Just your point of view. Pick one, stand tall. Let's hear it from you. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Every answer's new. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. What's your move? Coulda, woulda, shoulda. On this Wednesday. Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Yeah, I'm gonna put the rules up here for a second for y'all can understand.
You want me to read it out real fast?
No, you can.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. A game of choices. The game rule. Explain your answers. This is a game of choices, but your reasons are what make it legendary. For every question, you must explain why you choose your answers, your story, your strategy, your point of view. And then, do you want me to read the wee bitties in the middle? Share your reasons. Don't just give us an answer. Tell us why. Be creative and honest. There are no wrong answers, only your perspective. Spark discussion. Great answers start the best conversations. And make it memorable. The best answers come from the best explanations. So the whole rule is explain the hell out of what you think.
Choose wisely, explain boldly, inspire others. All right. Let's see how this go. We got a couple of boards up here. So I'm gonna start off. First board. This is the game right here. You can never come back to Earth tonight. You'll leave forever. So they got one horror place to survive for 30 days. You will say, can you survive the nightmare? Okay, plus one horror villain to live with during those 30 days. They can't kill you, but they keep their full personality. Okay, I like that. So basically, your partner. You get one cartoon or fairy tale pet to help you survive. Your loyal partner. So this gonna be your ride or die too. You got your protector, your advantage, and then you got one cartoon or fairy tale world. You get to spend the rest of your eternity.
You get to pick your place, your villain, your pet, and where.
Yeah.
You're building a story.
Yeah, and these are the lists. So we're gonna start with the horror first, then Destiny. You can choose from one of these at the top.
Oh shit, you didn't just let me use my brain? Ew.
They gave us a list.
That is a fucking list, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
Because the first one was we got to pick our place.
Yeah, where place. And the why is important. Oh, look at all these different things. None of these look fun. From The Conjuring, nope, next. Okay, I was like, oh, that looks fun. No, okay. It has where it is really, really, really fucking tiny underneath it, like where it comes from. Let me go to Lost Boys Boardwalk. That sounds fun. Lost Boys Boardwalk was fucking popping, and there were hot guys walking around with sharp teeth.
What number is that?
That's number 15.
Okay, 15.
Yeah, that Lost Boys is vampires and boardwalks and hot gypsy looking bitches walking around. Love that.
I had to put mine in Zoom mode. I'm definitely not being in Derry. Fuck that. I never even heard of Raccoon City, but I feel like I would go there. Like I'm going to Raccoon City. Like
that's Resident Evil. That's zombies everywhere.
Zombies.
If you can't read the teeny tiny yellow underneath, I'll tell you what movie.
See at the bottom of that. Okay. I probably can deal with the Foggy Town. I'm going to Foggy Town. Go ahead. I'm at 12 then. Because they say the fog. Unless the fog kill you. I never seen that movie. Unless some shit killing you over there. Let's see what's our second option. Because I don't think they pop back in yet. If they did, I pop back. Because I'm on full screen. I wonder where everybody else 20. What horror place would y'all be at? I want to hear before we move on. And what was the next thing we had to pick? Horror villain.
Yeah, but that one's got some strange stuff at the bottom too.
For real?
Yeah, because it's a bunch of them, and then the teeny tiny letters. But like as per the thing in the middle, it says 20 horror villains as your roommate. Important rule: the villain cannot kill you, which is written twice. Which villain would you choose to live with, and why? If they can't kill you,
yeah, they can't kill you, but most likely they probably can be on your side.
Oh fuck yeah! Oh, I get to pick one to be on my side. Oh man. Man, there are two that are like the coolest in my opinion, but I think I'm gonna go with Beetlejuice because I guess he counts as a villain, but he's mostly just a Joker.
I was gonna go with Beetlejuice. That's my man right there.
Yeah, that guy, goofy motherfucker. If you are bored, just say his name a couple times. You get less bored.
Yeah, that's my boy. Damn, because he'd have been good in that fall. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I mean, I'd probably be a little concerned because, like, fuck, putting Beetlejuice in a vampire movie is like amazing.
Yeah, I don't know. I might gotta go with the Creeper. That's my guy, man.
Yeah. Is he on this one?
Yeah, he 13.
Yeah. I mean, he don't talk. He ain't gonna be conversation.
I don't need that nigga to talk. I got me a fairy tale, a little pet or something. I'm be got some shit. Yeah, I'm be talking to.
Okay.
Just fly around all day in that fall. Like one cartoon or fairy tale.
Curious about what was the fog about? Click. The Fog is a 1980 American supernatural horror film directed by John Carpenter. The film tells the story of a coastal town, Antonio Bay, which is haunted by a mysterious fog that brings back the vengeful spirits of sailors who died in a shipwreck.
Anytime you going to Derry.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna ban the plot.
He said he's an organ donation guy. Whoever said that is definitely going to be like, I'm a fan of the Creeper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna want nothing from your ass, Matt. We good.
I got some pretty eyes. What's he got?
Think he's 7 pounds.
Creepers.
What cartoon or fairy tale pet you're gonna add to your squad to help you survive Young Death?
Oh, awesome. What a selection.
Yeah.
Fuck, this is crazy. Okay, hold on. So it has the where, which is the last question, on the top of this thing, and the pet
Yeah.
as at the bottom. So we'll start bottom and then top.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Let's see. So right now I'm in a vampire boardwalk, hanging out with
Better not pick my mind. You better not.
Huh?
Go ahead. What you get?
I'm thinking I'm in a vampire area. I'm hanging out with someone dope as shit. Oh, Jeepers Creepers. You know what? I'm gonna be that bitch that says, "Let me have Pikachu."
Pika Pika.
Pikachu. Yeah, give me that bitch. I mean, like, who the hell is taking Winnie the Pooh with them? Winnie the Pooh is gonna help me with these fucking vampires.
No, I'm getting my homeboy Stitch. Fuck Lito, it's gonna be Marley and Stitch. Stitch gonna hold it down for me, man. I think we good already. We in the fall. I got Jeepers Creepers flying around everywhere. Got my boy Stitch right beside me that can transform to anything. Whatever we run into, he can transform to something that to eat at. You know what I'm saying? So I think we on fire so far. We both got some good things. Weezy, I don't know you want to get in on this. I'm gonna have to put
What was the question? Let me see how that's now.
You gotta pick.
You got your horror place for 30 days and your villain you're living with.
Yeah.
And then the cartoon pet to help you. And then apparently after you go through all of that, you get to live your cartoon fairy tale. So you're building your story and your happy ending.
Oh.
So these the villains. I don't know if she can be able to see these.
I'm zooming in. I don't know.
Zoom.
20 places you could live. Which one? So I gotta choose from the first one, right?
From the
yeah. Choose top level, bottom level.
Yeah.
Oh, not from the first screen that you just sent. This one here. Let me see. Oh.
I can see Weezy at Camp Crystal.
Why was I just looking at that? I was just looking at that. But let's see. I'm gonna say Salem. We're gonna go to Salem's live.
Oh yeah.
Salem. We're going to Salem.
Yeah. Who you taking your villain? He can't kill me.
He can't kill me.
Yeah.
He can't kill me, huh? I think I'm gonna go with Candyman.
Oh shit! She gonna have to call his name. She freaking.
You can't kill me. I'm gonna go with Candyman.
You stupid. Calling his name.
Stupid as hell.
You want to call on somebody? You gotta pick one fairy tale cartoon character from the bottom.
And what land I'm gonna go to?
Nah, just we still on the third one right now. We ain't get to the land yet.
So we on this one.
Yeah,
so I gotta pick a fairy tale.
Yeah, at the bottom half.
Destiny picked Pika. I picked Stitch.
Yeah, I was looking at Pikachu too. But I'm gonna go Toothless. Because I like How to Train Your Dragon. And
she got her motherfucking dragon. It's on Destiny now.
I like dragons.
Pick her fairy tale place.
Yeah, where I'm gonna spend after I, live through vampires with my Pikachu. Oh, and Beetlejuice. Yeah. After I go through all of that and I live, oh my god, there's so many excellent answers. Fuck. Take me to the Shire. Let me live out my time drinking and smoking and eating and doing whatever the fuck I want other than working. Garden is my work. My plants look good. My work is good. Give me some weed. I'm gonna have a good day. I'm going to the fucking Shire. Number 16.
16. The Shire. What's that? The land? What's that? The Lord of the Rings.
That's the
Yeah,
Lord
the
of the
Lord of the
Rings.
Rings.
Oh,
I'm gonna go be a hobbit. I'm gonna hang out with short, hairy people and smoke weed all day.
oh shit. Okay. Weezy, where you gonna go?
Give me 1 second, y'all.
Go ahead. You got it. I go
Excellent choices.
see what I would go. Cause I was thinking of with Harry Potter and them, man, but I ain't got time nobody casting no spells and shit. Damn, that's a tough one. I'm gonna go to Neverland. I'm gonna go to Neverland and bring my boy Jeepers Creepers over there to fuck Peter Pan up, keep snatching these damn kids and kidnapping them. You know, we gonna save my boy Captain Hook. You know, we gonna be good. Stitch gonna be good over there. I think we be good in Neverland. We gonna
What
take
is the adult answer?
Yeah. Peter, you gotta go, man. We gotta get Peter Pan out of there. We gonna make him back a real boy.
Oh, you
Send him-
kicking Peter out? You can make him
Yeah,
a real boy. That's
yeah.
Pinocchio.
I know the real story.
I mean, they
Yeah,
did.
but Peter can't age, you know. He's stuck. First kidnapper was Captain Hook, you know, but Captain Hook, he never wanted to leave, but he kept aging. And once he aged, he then no longer care to play with him no more, but he still wouldn't let him leave. So he went and kidnapped more kids. And Captain Hook always tried to let the kids know that you with the bad guy. He's not gonna let y'all leave. But they don't believe him, you know, because he messed them up, you know, cut his hand off, his leg, all that. But them the old stories. So I'm going to get that Peter Pan, not the one we know about. You ready, Weezy?
Yeah, I'm going to the 100 Acre Woods. I was looking at the Shire, but since Destiny's at the Shire, I'm gonna let it stay there. I'm going to the 100 Acre Woods
You don't want to be my
with
neighbor?
me and Toothless.
You don't want to be my neighbor?
I
Say
could,
the
but
honey, the
You
honey.
don't like me.
What
I
number is that?
do. That's damn, what number is that? 100 Acre
9.
Woods. Yeah.
Oh no, I see it. Now you going over there with Wendy Pooh and man.
Yeah, she's gonna have Stitch
I
ripping
like
one of the
Winnie the
two
Pooh.
apart.
Want some honey and shit.
I do. I got the honey.
Who you got with you? You got Candy Man. Oh yeah. You got Candy Man with you, full of bees. So she gotta take him there with a honey at. She think about her man. That's what.
Gotta feed them.
And they say he going to the Honey Mansion with the nun.
Oh,
Fantasy to
that's a
smash. He got
combination.
a fantasy to smash a nun. Turtle.
Yeah. Oh, I noticed out of the places, Dairy with Chucky, Toothless, and the Shire. Fuck yeah! Look, me and Alan will hang out at the Shower, and we'll fly on his Toothless.
He said Dragonstone because he loved the Game of Thrones. Okay. And Abby because he's a monkey. Abu, that's my man. Abu on it?
Yeah, number 10.
I ain't even see Abu. Prince Ali Ababa.
I noticed that in the places like where we could have to go through our horror thing for 30 days. One of the places is the ship the Nostromo, number 17. That it says alien on it, and that's correct, and it didn't hit me till after, but that's just a ship in the sky, and it doesn't say jack shit about the creature being on there, so the xenomorph wouldn't be on. So like my brain is like, there are several excellent answers that could have been done in this whole thing that we were doing there. That was fun.
Oh yeah, I like that, Al. That was different. And I don't want to know which characters y'all
Yeah, that
wouldn't
was cool.
which places y'all wouldn't go. You know, one horror place you wouldn't go, one horror villain you wouldn't want to mate with, that one cartoon or fairy tale pet you just couldn't have as a partner, in that one furry place world that you just couldn't see yourself living.
I didn't even pick from this one.
Which one is the no? Nah, I just
Yeah, I
flipped
didn't do
it.
anything with this one.
You did. You just did this one.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the one that we just did. This is just the rule breakdown or whatever the heck it is, the quick breakdown of what it is before we got into it. So
Yeah.
it just came with the extra pictures.
I was just flipping the question around. We just like, hold on, I ain't answering none of that. I don't know about none of that.
Which says they can't kill you, but they keep their full personality. So now you want us to build the story we don't want to have anything to do with.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see my places.
One horror place.
Where I don't want to be. I'm not a big fan of the Hill House. Like, I mean, it was, I guess, survivable, but I watched the series. It was a continuous mental fuck on everybody that lived in that house. Everybody that lived in that house at some point still grew up to be haunted, so even though they moved away from the Hill House. So the Hill House being in the first place was just a curse. If you go in it at all, for the rest of your life, you're going to be seeing the ghosts of either your choices or the people that have been there. Like, your ghosts just stay haunting you. So the Hill House, out of all of those, in my opinion, as just the house it is, either the Hill House or the Haunted Mansion from The Conjuring are the two scariest, and I'm going to go with the Hill House.
The Hill House.
I don't want to go in there. It's real pretty, but I don't want to see any of that shit, you know?
Yeah, I don't even know most of these places, but I just think for the one that I just want to be at is probably Derry. I don't know. I just feel like, man, everybody in town dumb as shit. You know, it's just like, how nobody know this fucking clown is snatching kids and fucking kids over. It's just like everybody just possessed or something or under a spell. But it might be worse places on this list than that, you know, but that's the only one I can really think of.
Yeah, you're an adult. Derry, Maine is very safe for you.
Yeah, just like Derry. I don't know what's up with this clown and these kids, but a villain I just couldn't have as a roommate. I wouldn't like a lot of these motherfuckers a roommate, but
yeah, they keep their personality, but they can't kill you regardless. Either way, you have to probably pick up an annoying fucking personality.
Yeah, Leatherface probably be the worst for me. Like, just looking at him and his personality alone. Like, nah, I couldn't do it. What about you, Des? You probably can hang out with all now.
I mean, if they can't kill me, then they're all significantly less frightening. I think the let's see, the most torturous of these.
It says movies under the places I see it.
Yeah, it does. So the one that I think would be the most annoying out of all of these would probably be the Nun, because even though she's not going to come talk to me, she's going to appear in random places, and I'm skittish. I'm going to get scared. Like, she might be risking a heart attack in me just by appearing in the same room, and she, even though she can't kill me, I'd still be over there like, whoa, Beatrice, you got to fucking make some noise. You need to wear flip-flops or something in the house or something. You're scaring the hell out of me. I don't know her actual name. I would call her a different name every time I saw her. Samantha, I done talked to you about this.
Samantha? She gonna be getting crazy with the motherfucker.
Yeah, she can't kill me, but she's gonna be making me pee myself throughout this bitch. Calm down.
Man, these cartoon characters, I can go with a lot of them off of this. Maybe because they look so nice and like cars, trading cars, like. But I don't even know what this frog is. What is number 9?
Number 9 is Pascal. He's the chameleon from Tangled.
Oh, I ain't see Tangle. But I know the little fish number 6. That's Mermaid.
Yeah.
I like how Winnie the Pooh talk. I just like, man, shut your bitch ass up.
He'll be over there. Think.
Try to get caught. Like, there you go. Yeah, you know, you can say it. Like, shut your bitch ass up. We used to hate Winnie the Pooh. But it was a good cartoon. What's the one beside it, though?
Diablo from the Sword of the Stone.
Yeah, like, what the hell? Yeah, Alan, you be watching them cartoons. How you even know these things?
I think AI put it together.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 15, though. I don't want no pig around me. I'm gonna go with 15.
I'm gonna go with Pua.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Flounder because Flounder is just gonna die in my hands. Like, why the fuck is Flounder here?
You can put him in a tank or something. God damn.
Well, I'm in the middle of the Hill House. The least awesome of these would have to be Flounder because unless we are hanging out in water, Flounder is just a dead fish. He's a very cute, fluff, like way thicker than an actual flounder, dead fish.
You can't do him like that, man. Can't do him like that. But nah, that makes sense. Says she do not want to fucking fish. One place, I'm definitely not going Pride Rock, the Lion King. I ain't staying. I ain't going in there with no lions and all this type of animals and shit. Nah, I won't even make it that long. It don't even matter if I got my boy Jeep with me. He probably gonna be so busy eating. And he ain't even gonna be around to help me out. And I forgot who I had. I had my boy Stitch. He probably turning something and just blend in with the rest of them.
Yeah, but like you chose Pua for the whole round of I don't want to be part of this. So Pua plus you go to Pride Rock, maybe you make friends by giving them Pua.
Oh man, that ain't gonna be enough food. Pua look little. He like a little snack. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't do it with Pua. Before we get up out of here, let's let our girl up in here. We was fun with the they popped out. Probably popped back in.
Yeah, let's go. Tell your people, get in line.
Hey, what's going on?
Shoot. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Was having a little.
Damn, you gorgeous. Bring it back. Why you hiding all that beauty?
What? I'm right here. I'm glad somebody thinks I'm beautiful. Thank you.
There you go. That's women be faking. She hear that all day. That's all y'all be hearing. Hey, beautiful. She probably got 30 DMs. What's up? Oh, that's how it's enough. Yeah, weirdos online to get that.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. Where I live now, somebody just was with somebody for 30 plus years, and they're around my age, and it was and it wasn't allegedly, but it was a suicide, and killed her because she wanted to leave him. And I was like, ooh, so.
Yeah, that just happened not too long ago here. Somebody recently know.
Yeah, and then I have a friend who's her husband's sister just got killed because she was trying to lead the man, and he had one of those "if I can't have you, no one can have you" kind of mentalities.
But see, it'd be so weird because some of these men don't even display that. When you first meet them, and like when you're trying to get out the relationship, that really shows who people are. Some people let you go, but that's so weird because the family was saying that they didn't have that kind of relationship. You know what I mean? So he just probably thought that he probably couldn't live without her, and that's really death do you part. That's some crazy shit. Just move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyways, on a good note. I'm trying to get my life together, with this comedy stuff, and I literally I just decided to let go and let things flow, and ever since I did that, I am going to be on Brian Hook's TV show, y'all. I just wanted to let y'all know. I'm about to be a superstar.
Oh yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'm so excited, guys. And I need a photographer. And
No,
yeah, yes,
no.
yes,
She's
a
gonna need the
video.
shots. She's
We're
gonna
going
need
to.
the shots.
So I don't have the details just yet, but I'm just how you manifest stuff. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta manifest it.
Speaking
But
it into existence.
I'm pretty sure it's going to happen because I already opened up for him on my third show. Everybody hated me for that. She's new. Who is she? And now she just get the. I bombed, but
No.
he did say he was coming back for me. You feel me? And they play around with him, but he's the truth. He really care for people that are the underdogs. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like
And
he
what's his
talks to everybody, and like if you say something to him, it will talk back to you. He's really funny. He's very smart. He's very nice. He's kind, and he's down and ghetto like us. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. What's his name again?
Brian Hooks. He's a comedian, actor. He played on Eve. He had that movie Three Strikes. You just got Google him because he was in different movies. You'll know who he is. He played with a lot of actors and comedians, and that's one thing that he he said recently, and it's instilled in my brain. It's something like everybody gets the opportunity, or you may not, to work with somebody really big. You know what I mean? Bigger
Mm-hmm.
than you, but then to know the fact that you might not work with them again doesn't matter. Just that you had the opportunity to do it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how he talks. And then I was like, that goes for me because he gave me an opportunity and then he's giving me another one. So we'll see how this goes. I hope it works out. I really do.
Mm-hmm. He
I,
probably giving opportunities. Now he giving them out. I think
I
that's
love
yes.
that. Oh, that's so good. I love
Yeah.
individuals in this world that have the that push for the people that aren't quite there. Like see the potential and then
Right.
want to help you get to your full potential. That's good.
Right.
shit. I love
It really is. And it's just like, even after I got done doing it, the show with him, I was like, oh, I bombed. He came up to me and my mom and my brother. And he was like, oh, you did your best. He said, by you just going up there doing something is something. You know what I mean? And it was a ghetto place. It was a hole in the wall. He talked about the whole where we were at the whole time, but it was cigarette smoke. I just didn't like it. Somebody tried to take a picture with him, and I said, you got a cigarette. He said, I like you already.
Mhm.
Like, why are you trying to take a cigarette with a celebrity? A picture. I don't know. But I'm not starstruck. It's just more or less I want to be like them, and it's working. You feel me? And sometimes you got to do it on your own, and that's what I was doing. And then when I see an opportunity, if they saying, because anybody could do it, you could even do it, Destiny. They looking for people. Audition, boop. You feel me?
It always take other
it. Yeah, but you got to. Was it Alexander? I don't want to waste my shot.
What'd you say?
Alexander Hamilton. It's a 2-hour musical. It's 100% worth the watch for every fucking person. It doesn't matter your age. And it's one of the top songs. I think it's like the second or third song. It is he the whole time is I'm not gonna waste my shot. So the whole point with Alexander Hamilton was every shot he was given, he took it, regardless of what it will have anything to do with his friends or family. He's like, I am progressing the fuck out of myself. I'm going to take the fuck out of that shot.
You know what? That's really weird you brought that up because that's how I'm feeling. I'm done. I can't do it anymore. It's all about me, and I'm sorry. I took the mask and put it on my face to save me. I'm done. I mean, I'll help, but nobody's
She
coming
reached
in.
that breaking point.
What'd you say?
I said she reached that breaking point.
Yeah, and even when you said, Molly, about the lady last time I was talking about her and stuff and this and that, it's like with that lady, I gave her a chance again. You get what I'm saying? But more or less, she didn't care for me, and it came out because she told somebody else not to be around me, and they didn't know. You know what I mean? It was secret, and I said I'll never disclose it, but it's just God pushed her away for the bigger opportunity. You get what I'm saying? And like, if I see this lady to this day, I still respect her. You know what I'm saying? Like. No love lost. But
Yeah.
I really thought that this lady was on my side. I'm sitting here in my videos and shit. That's really bad because that makes you think like if somebody's your size fat and you got fat jokes, they're stealing your jokes.
It does feel like that. We talked about that
Like,
yesterday
why are
too.
you asking for my videos and then say you want to hire me and then you just block me and then you telling people don't mess with me? What?
Yeah, that does sound like on the peak of shadiest.
Yeah, and she's been doing it the whole time I met her. But like I said, that after I got out of that, when you get your mind frame of don't worry about nothing that has nothing to do with what you're doing and your goal and what you're about to accomplish, don't let nobody, just like what you're saying that song, then you don't care. I don't care. If I see her now, I say hi to her. But before I was like, oh, I don't like her. But if I see her now, I say, how you doing? You know what I mean? That's it.
I love what the Times does to people, but like I'm 30, or that's a lie. I'm 31.
Oh, you're so young. Oh my God. Good.
Thank
Sorry.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, so high school was coming up on 12 years ago, and as per my graduation, and it's crazy. I still live next to my hometown. I'm one town over, so it's crazy running into the people that I know were mean to me through elementary school, middle school, high school, the people that were absolute fucking assholes and bitches, and I see them still here in Saraland and looking very stressed. And part of me, the nice part of me, is like, you remember them, why don't you say hi and be nice and see if they need somebody nice in their life. And then the other part of me remembers having paper balls and pencils thrown at my head, and I go, I'm sure they deserve it, and I walk away.
Right. That's up. Now you are funny. Now that is, even though it's probably true, that should be a joke. That's funny as hell.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was
Like,
funny.
man, you look like you're being pulled towards the underworld, and I am just a little angel.
And that just shows you that, you know, people are always want to talk about the next person and what they got going on. I just know that if I like your situation, what you said, that you know, you just walk past them. Don't even worry about it, how they doing. That's how I would feel, because if you do worry, you know, you'll get punished for that. Because you ever hear that saying, "No good deed goes unpunished." You know what I mean? So it's like, now if you see them real hurt or something, you can help. But man, F everybody. My hometown don't even like me. I told y'all my story when y'all first met me, and you see how I grew from the beginning. I was terrified to even get on this show. I was annoyed. I said, everybody try to kill him. I don't care no more. Come
Good.
get me.
Get it
Come
off.
get me.
You don't need that care. Fuck it.
Come get me. And then, in reality, you know, if you believe in the Holy Spirit and God, you give it to Him. You give it to Him. You ain't giving it to Him. You ain't giving it to me. That's what He says. He said, you crazy. You scared. After I gave it to Him, the people that said they was gonna do something to me, I walked right past them, and I be smirking.
Yeah, I've adjusted my mindset to, like, if you say you're going to do something for me, instead of me going, oh, that's so awesome. No, you don't have to, blah, 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 blah. I go, okay. And then I see if they do it. If they, I just, in my head, it's one of those, and it's stupid because I just watched, not the new Spider-Man movie that's about to come out, but the one that was before that. I think that's like No Way Home or some shit. But anyhow, quoting that bitch, Mary Jane says, if you expect disappointment, then you'll never be disappointed. So whenever it comes to people that I don't know the strength of their word, whenever they are first giving me their word, I listen to it and I watch. And if they are a person of their word, rock and roll, dude. How can I help you? But if they are not, then I'm not offering any more of myself to you. You have to be able to take care of yourself in some manner. And you also have to be a person of your word. Your word does have worth. And if you are just spouting your word out there and saying, I'm going to do this, and you don't even try, then you just spout bullshit. So the worth of your word is bullshit.
Yeah.
I like that. A lot of people gotta have that same weight on themselves.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people lie to themselves, and it's okay. But if somebody else disappoints you, is I gotta cut this person off. It's like how many times a person say, I'm gonna start working out and I'm gonna get into shape, and then they bullshit themselves. It's okay to lie to yourself, but if somebody else comes around and lie to you, it's I gotta cut this person off. You ain't keep your word. I just like, as long as I keep my word with myself, that's more important than anything. And growing up in high school, I can understand that, you know, if somebody picked on you, that got to be tough to see them later on in life and want them to do good. I never experienced that. I had a good high school. Yeah, I was popular. A lot
You
of
can tell
people,
how you
and
act.
yeah, it just a lot of people always had love for me. You know, I was on the
Chill.
football, on the
The chillest
basketball
you.
team, all that. But when I see people that went to school with me and they in that position that you talking about, I can't
Mm-hmm.
cheer that on. Even though I seen some of these kids that was bullied to other kids, they wasn't bullies to me, but I know they was kids. That's how they was raised. I don't know what they was going through in their household growing up, but I know all of that led them to this situation. And if there's anything I can do to help them get in a better situation, I would. I wouldn't cheer that on. I wouldn't see, that's what you get because you used to do this to this person and that person, but I never physically been attacked as myself, so I can't speak that on somebody who actually went through that because they probably be cheering it on. We shared a video with Tracy Morgan. He was rich, and a dude that used to bully him, he ran into him on the train. And he was like, "Used to bully me in high school." And dude was like, "Man, I was a kid." He said, "I don't give a fuck." He said, "I won't help
Mm-hmm.
you then. I won't help you now, and I
I
won't."
seen that.
You know, so it's like some people never let those type of things go, but for me, I just can never hold on to people's past because I done things in my past, and I wouldn't like people to hold that on to me, you know, forever. So
And you know what? To be honest with you, I'm gonna be real quick with it with that Tracy Morgan thing. Just his mindset, and God forbid I ever meet him. Nothing against him. I think he's a good comedian, actor, blah blah blah. But some people are like that. But you got to remember, I was a little disappointed in him with that. You know what I mean? Due to the fact that, how far, he came and how, them two accidents and different things. I just thought he would have a different mindset, but like everybody's different. And I wouldn't have did that. I just would have been like, no, I'm good. You know what I mean? And let them think a while. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even have, I don't know, but that
man,
was wild.
I
That
wasn't
was wild.
shocked. The woman he was with, she donated her organs and shit to save his life, and he divorced her soon. He got good. Like
See,
these are
that's what I'm saying. I
niggas
didn't know that
yeah,
about
like, he
him.
already let you know, like
Oh,
this
he
lady
was crazy.
saved his life, and he like, I'm done with you. I got what I need, you know. So it's just like I already seen what type of person
Oh,
he
see, I didn't
is,
know that.
you know. So it's
Yeah,
just
but what is the worth of anger? The anger is only worth the amount that you give it. And since he recorded himself giving himself that anger and it got so much attention, that's what gave his statement the worth that it did. Initially, it was just anger. And that man, whomever the fuck was right next to him, said, "I was just a kid." He, at that moment, had his choice to respond or not respond. I don't recall the video. I recall y'all talking about it at some point and at this point, but like, regardless, that the worth of your word is incredible. And what kind of worth would y'all give to somebody that just speaks anger? What kind of worth to their word, at least, would you give somebody that outside of the persona that they put on, they're just anger?
What kind of advice?
What kind of worth would you give their word? Like if that person that's just angry comes up and they try to tell you anything or give you advice or say, I can give you this or da da da, what worth, how much would you actually give attention to what they are saying and believe what they are saying if everywhere they go they are just angry?
I would just say, hey, I'll pray for you, my brother or sister. That's all I can say because I can't, the person I am now, I wouldn't even entertain that. I wouldn't even give them, I would just say prayer because I think that's the best medicine. It's been helping me, the book, the word, that's what I would do. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I'm all out of,
Yeah.
I'm all out of
she ain't
options
got it.
because it's to the point where I hate to say it, I'm putting things in my brain about my family situation. I got things going on with my mom and my brother right now, so I can't really, my mind frame ain't, and my son. I can't. You know what I mean? I pray for you. Get in the Bible, because the world ain't even about that no more. Honestly, you can't really help nobody like that. The only person that can help is the big guy that's invisible. That's it. That's the only thing you can do for people is pray and tell them to pray and get your butt in something. That's, what I mean? Because there's nothing you can do. And people could change. So don't get me wrong. That's another thing. People don't think that people can change, but they got to want to change. That could be another advice. But I don't know, Molly, you?
I think it's a message and everything, and that's why I'm happy that I was always like tough growing up. Like my
Mhm.
parents, was tough on us, brothers and them. Like I never been baby talked to, like, and we don't do that to the kids in our family growing up. We don't Google Gaga talk to them. We talk to them like regular adults, you know.
Yeah.
And they get older, and somebody's trying to delay a message to them, they don't miss the message because of the tone. Oh, you mad? You know, it's just like I don't know nobody who always mad 24/7. You know, now I might encounter you at a time when you mad, and every time I encounter you, it seems like you pissed off. It seems like you passionate about whatever this is going on. A lot of people passionate about politics. They not just waking up mad. They seen something they disagree with and they passionate about it. But people will say, "Oh, you mad?" No, you're not mad. You passionate about whatever it is going on. It can be about sports. It can be about health. But when people get into these conversations, they miss the message because of the tone of somebody, and they feel like you should hear what they saying because of their tone. And a lot of time, the person who got the loudest tone, most times be telling the truth, and the person with the lowest tone, most time ain't hearing nothing, so they can't even communicate because they like, well, you was loud, I ain't hear nothing you said, but don't talk to me like that. I'm grown. Why you gotta say it like that? It's always say, don't shame the messenger. It's just did you get the message? At the end of the day, I done dealt with hard coaches, all that. Get the fuck back. You need to I hear everything he said. Run the play, 51. I hear that, but when you got people soft skin, they will miss everything. And at the time, you ain't got time for that. That's why they train people in the military. You don't never see a sergeant or somebody talking to anybody soft spoken. Hey, sergeant, how you doing? Salute me. They say no, suiting up, march. Motherfucker, get down. 10 more push-ups. No, you weak. They talk to them in that tone because that's what's going to bring the best out of you. You better not miss the message. If you don't, everybody going to have to run. But you got a lot of people out here, I think, soft-skinned, so they miss the message. And then at the end of the day, you got to know that, you got to know this person's not going to receive the message in this tone. So I got to dial it back some. That's just the individual. You just going around talking to everybody like that. Everybody not going to get the message. But when you know, okay, I'm talking to a young lady, I should speak like this. If I'm talking to one of these young men, I'm gonna speak more like this. I'm gonna get up in your face. But you got women out here that can speak that same tone to other women that actually love them. I don't think it should come from a man. I think it should come from a woman. But when it get all messed up, I just think people miss the message because of the tone. And I'm more of I'm gonna get the message. Yeah, I ain't gotta agree with you, but I'm at least understand what you're saying. I'm not gonna cut you off and say, "Oh, you loud," or "Why you so angry?" None. I'm gonna get everything you saying. I'm gonna reply just in a different tone.
What if the tone is calm? Because I've heard plenty of individuals say they're angry as fuck thing with the calmest of tones, like me, for example, because I don't like raising my voice when I get angry. So I take a deep breath and I inhale and I say plainly, just like you can tell I'm pissed, but I'm saying it as calm as I can handle at the moment. And what I've been told is that sometimes that gets a little worse than if I was yelling. My ex said that he would actually rather me have yelled at him than to calm down. He said I was talking to him like he was in kindergarten, but I was just trying really hard to not explode. So tone ?
Mm-hmm. You can say it in any tone you want. He got the message.
Right. Yeah. As far as somebody telling you how to calm down during that, the tone of your silent tone or even talking crazy, you're probably saying that for yourself. Now that I heard you just say what you said. So somebody like you, if you were going off, like you're saying, or in that tone, I would just say, hey, try to calm down. And I did that with a man. I'll never forget. I kept telling him, hey, calm down, relax. And he went off even more.
Don't ever tell.
Hold on. Hold on. Now we're getting somewhere. Why? Listen, I couldn't believe it. And I liked it him. And I like that he's a strong guy. He works, whatever. And he just had that tone of a strong man. But when he got angry, he was real loud. And I never did nothing sexually with him yet. That's why I was like, oh, you ain't really getting that. Because he probably be the one like that or something. So anyway, I said, calm down, relax. And honestly, I was telling him to calm down. Do you know he went off? And he said I was gaslighting him. I don't think that, I never heard of that. We was going to the gas station. And that's weird how we was going to the gas station. Seriously, this is y'all silly. We was going to the gas station. And I remember him saying that, how some people insinuate, oh, you want to stop somewhere to get some gas or something. Because I'm like, okay, what's next? You want me to take you somewhere else before I take you home? Because I knew there was a catch to him trying to go to the gas station. So he said, could I take him to get some food before he went home? And make a long story short, he ended up I don't know, saying something smart. I went the wrong way. You should go this way, and just being screaming at me. I said, calm down, relax. And that's when he went off on me and said I was gaslighting him, and he just kept screaming at me. And I said, get the fuck out. I got him up out of my car. I said, you gotta go. You gotta go. So some people you can't help. You know what I mean? Calm them down because they'll flip it on you. I can't get along with them type people. Mm-mm.
Well, I mean, in a relationship out of it, you want me to read this? Because I can read it real fast. Gaslighting is a form of psychological abuse and manipulation where a person makes someone doubt their memory, perception, or sanity. The term comes from a 1938 play named Gaslight. So it's full denial of how they feel.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
can y'all hear me?
Like I can now. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It's
I can't
just like when you say, well, with the you're always doing this, but actually no, I'm not, or the like. I actually get gaslit pretty often by my roommate, which is crazy to think about. But yeah, just to express yourself, and then the individual that you are expressing yourself to tells you in some way that what you were thinking is incorrect. Not that you know, like if it's like hold on, let me introduce you some details that maybe might have been skipped over or something. But that's one thing. But to say no, you're just wrong. How you're feeling is wrong. You shouldn't feel that way because I'm feeling this way. Like that. Those are all gaslighting things.
Mm-hmm. The gaslight, especially the non-marijuana smokers. They just assume if you smoke, you don't remember shit. They're like, nah, you ain't do that. No, yes, you said that. Like, who the fuck you trying to gaslight? Like, you really think I don't remember what I said, what I did? Like, I'm just got some drunk effect. But that's just people be trying to gaslight. A lot of little situations try to make you remember something that didn't actually happen the way that they trying to say it happened. You can be like,
that man was crazy.
Huh?
He was crazy because that's nowhere near gaslighting.
Well, because the gaslighting would be him saying to you how he feels about something, and no, you're not wrong. He was crazy because for you to say calm down, it's not gaslighting. Although that phrase right there, calm down or chill, and just about every relationship I've ever been in has always been a lighter on the spark of their nerves. That phrase right there lights up people so fucking fast. You don't want to tell them to calm down. You got to say more fancy words. Like, can we?
Making me look like I'm acting out more than when I'm actually.
Now I can see that. Like you're being too dramatic, or
not the way that he's saying it. Like, you stop gassing it. We say gas and we don't say gas. Like you can be like, boy, calm down. Why you so angry? Like, don't gas it. Like, I'm not angry. I'm not.
No, he was saying gaslighting. Like, what's
gaslighting? So he used the wrong word for it.
He didn't know. That's what
gaslighting this situation. Like, it's more than what it actually is.
I get what you're saying. Like, I'm adding fuel to the fire.
What it really is. He probably just thought you was making it more than what it is, but I don't know.
But that turned me off. That just turned me off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Out here gaslighting motherfuckers. Kool-Aid out here gaslighting motherfuckers, man.
I gave him one more try and he did some other shit. I was done. He took the last hurrah was when he said, he didn't want me to keep bringing up my kid. And what the fuck is you talking about? Like, if you asked me what am I doing and I said I'm going to go get my daughter, I'm sorry. What are you talking about? He said that he didn't like me keep bringing up my kid. Now, I ain't sitting here talking to you about my daughter. You know what I mean? Well, oh, shit, little Juju needs 2 pairs of shoes. And I ain't said shit like that. I'm just, you asked me what am I doing? So he was strange. And then he ended up telling me he didn't like kids. And I was so happy. Thank God I didn't let him see my kids.
Hey, the same way a lot of women don't deal with dudes. Like, you got a kid already? Yeah, you got a baby mama. I don't deal with baby mamas and da. I'm like, hold on, you got a kid? Yeah, 2 different fathers, all that. What the fuck? So you just
That's what I.
assume that other dudes just gonna accept you, but you want to accept their kids. Like that's so weird. Now, if you don't
Yeah.
have any kids and you want to start a family on with somebody who don't, that make a lot of sense. But if you already
Right.
have kids, you can't be judging somebody else or telling somebody, oh, well, you got kids. I don't talk to people with
You
kids.
said my kid is grown. I said, well, you still had a
Yeah,
kid.
so weird. Oh yeah, yeah, he got grown. He said he trying to start over.
Well, he wouldn't be able to start with nothing that ain't available to
Yeah,
get.
he trying to start over. He trying to deal with women with grown kids or no kids. He like, he ain't got
No
time
kids.
for that. I gotta go school shopping and
Kids and
all.
dogs.
Yeah, he ain't trying to deal with that.
Kids and
Guess what?
dogs. Like I don't mind if people have kids. I mind if they have dogs, because dogs, man, dogs are way more to take care of than just a kid. When, at least in my opinion,
That's funny.
like especially whenever the kid gets to the point where they can dress themselves, they can feed themselves. Your dog still needs to be fed. Your dog still needs you to bathe it. Your dog,
Oh, no.
for however long that motherfucker is alive, you have to take care of it. And if it is a big dog, for however long that motherfucker is alive, it will be getting on your countertops. Okay.
Yeah,
Dogs
that's
are
cool,
the
though.
break for me. I like in the future I will be very wary. It will be one of so for that guy, first question he should be like, do you have any kids? For me, first question, do you have a dog? How
Nah,
big is
you
it?
there with a dog. That dog
Hey,
somehow
people like what they
get
like. That's
lost.
why I said I'm very diverse with that. Whatever you like, whatever floats people boats, whatever's going on, whatever. If you're this way, straight, gay, you like this, you don't like this. I'm to the point where in life, whatever makes you happy. You know what I mean? With anybody, I don't judge anymore. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So if I got a dog or a cat and they don't like people with dogs or cats, well then I'm not for you. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. I'm not gonna get rid of my
Exactly.
dogs and
One of
cats
those first
for
question things.
somebody. I
That-
used to do that.
yeah.
Well, shit. Well, let me sell poo poo and Scooby Doo, and I'm gonna go sell my dog so I can be, to make you comfortable. I used to be
Yeah,
like that.
get
That's
rid
what
of
is
that
that? People pleaser?
motherfucking mutt. I'm
Shit.
coming over.
Not
Get
no
rid of
more.
that motherfucking
I'd be
dog.
like, bite
I
them.
ain't no
It's like,
dog. Nah, I ain't tripping about no dogs though.
I
And
like that.
dogs, you can
no, I'm
always
joking.
walk a
Bite
dog
them.
or something like
Scratch
that.
them. No,
But
but
I don't think she can hear us, Kool-Aid. We talking. I don't think you can hear us. Can you hear us? Nah, she can't hear us. She gonna keep talking.
No, who you
Yeah.
talking to me?
Kool-Aid, I don't think Kool-Aid can
Oh,
hear
okay.
us. Yeah. I can tell when they can't hear us. 'Cause every time you try to say something, they get to keep talking. She probably gonna pop back in. I want to give her some good energy before we get out of here. We already past the time. What was that, Des? I seen you.
Well, she responded to me, so she could still hear me. I think she was just finishing up what she was saying with me, like background girl talk, and then she had muted herself. But whatever.
Nah, I muted her. She probably pop back in. But if she can't hear everybody, then we got to pop out. Or it's gonna be a bunch of ping ponging, Everything you say, she gonna have something to respond. It probably don't hit me. My girl be on fire. Let me see if she pop back in though. But I don't know. I ain't doing. She said she was putting her dog out for a dude. I ain't see women do that. They be loving them dogs. I don't know. You can always beat a dog ass though, and they love up on you. You beat that kid, you gonna have to sleep with one eye open. That dog can't steal your car neither. That dog, they don't cost some money to go to college, and they don't want Uber Eats every motherfucking day. Eat whatever in that damn bowl or whatever I throw to you. Kids picky. I don't want that today. You know what? I don't even want to be happy today. Some kids decide just to be mad today. Like I was like, nah, I ain't. Your dog is way more easier than a kid, but a kid is always more lovable because when them kids get older, they can help take care of you. That dog can never take care of you unless you teach them how to do that little shit that be popping up. You can hear Kool-Aid. Okay, Kool-Aid back. We're gonna start with you, Queen. You gotta give us some good energy before we get up back. All right, what you eating over there?
I'm so goofy. I love it.
Yeah.
All right, so my thing is, don't let nobody kill your dream, because your dream is your dream, and make sure that they come true.
Yeah. Cherry flavor today.
The flavor's cherry.
Yes, I'll be blue raspberry. What's up? So, mother truckers, at the end of the day, you are the only mother trucker that needs to be important to you. So if you are not happy with you, if you do not feel positive enough with your life, then get the fuck out of the house and go do something positive, okay? Positive breeds positive. Smile, spread smiles. Y'all have a good one. Bye!
I don't know if the ladies with us in that. I think it's really lit for me. Oh, they got me fucked up. They got me fucked up. Yeah, can y'all guess what she's saying? Go ahead, guess. Right.
She going off.
No, that's not. I'm talking to Reese. But hold on.
I already know she's telling me. Everybody tapping in, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like, that share button, subscribe. You watching on YouTube. We'll be back tomorrow for Tall Sale Thursday. Y'all got any video tips that y'all want us to talk about or share here on the show? Just send it in to me. Or if y'all got any personal questions y'all want to ask any of us on the channel, we can get with that too. I know my man Kenny gonna have something for us. And just look forward to Al's question of the day tomorrow. It's gonna be lit. Hopefully it ain't no more games though, man. I think I'm gonna win all of them, man. Who y'all think had the best team today? Kool-Aid listed today though, but we had to put together our coulda, woulda, shoulda. When we did put together some good teams, you know. I can't remember who you had again, Destiny. Who you had?
Which one? I was
all together before you picked.
All of them together?
I know you had.
I know I was hanging out with. Oh, I was at the Lost Boys Boardwalk with Beetlejuice and Pikachu. And after we hung out there, we went and lived in the fucking Shire. I went and lived in the Shire. I don't know where that was, but I went to the Shire.
Oh yeah,
I missed it. Bring that back again, y'all.
Yeah.
Do it again.
I took my boy Stitch to Neverland, man, with my man Jeepers Creepers. And I forgot what was the villain that did I hang. Oh, the Fog. I was hanging out at the Fog before that. It was a good one. We're gonna bring it back probably next Wednesday.
Yeah, because Freddy Krueger was my boyfriend when I was
little. Having a wet dreams about Freddy. That's crazy. His nails too long, man. He gonna cut you up. I don't want to hear nothing about fingernails no more. Okay, Daph, we see it. That's his list for y'all. But, man, I don't know. We can get hit from them tomorrow, y'all. We're gonna get some good energy from them ladies, man. I think they done. Peace and love. Catch y'all, man.
Coffee on the dash, pages in your hand, big news, small laughs, right at your command. Mac got the truth and the jokes on deck. If your day felt rough, we could fix that right. Listen close, now it's time to rise. One more minute, then open your eyes. Strings come up and the horns say go. You already know the Morning Mac Show. Turn it up, let it roll. The Morning Mac Show. Take the day by the throat. Hit me first when the world feels slow. The Morning Mac Show. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Breaking down the scene with a grin I preach. Hot take in the mix, but it still can reach. Caller on the line, laughs in every room. From your front porch chair to your work day Zoom. Hands up, now the countdown's done. One bright moment and here we come. Strings rise high, horns cut through. This one's for you. The Morning Mac Show. Turn it up, let it roll. The Morning Mac Show. Take the day by the throat. Hit me first when the world feels slow. The Morning Mac Show. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Tell your people, get in line. Hit that play button right on time. Big brass, big green, straight through the fog. Start your morning with Mac on the pod. The Morning Mac Show. Turn it up, let it roll.
I knew she was gonna hit it right on the point.